Alright, and we're back. Nothing has changed. I'm just about to hit that host turn button. So let's go ahead and finish turn 8. So there's that Forbidden Forest battle. I lost a crossbowman, which isn't surprising considering there's 38 enemy archers. Kind of surprised there was only one. But it looks like they did what I wanted them to do, which was snipe the enemy commander and kill a few of them and cause a mass rout. So yeah, there's the hail. Wiped out some. But that guy, yeah, he's got heroic toughness now, which is a problem because they already have high health. There's experience gives extra stuff. I don't remember what. Is it just attack? Okay, it's just attack, defense, precision. Not combat speed. Morale as well. So that's a problem. But, oh, yeah, there's the one archer I lost. So the line has begun advancing. Now those pikes, since they don't have tower shields, oh, they just routed. Okay, so he didn't even get their commander, they just routed. Okay. I'll take random routes, random failed morale checks. Wins win. Oh, hey. I was talking about how there's no fire sites. I found them all. And then there's nature gems, which again, normally I would need a nature mage to discover that, fire mages to discover this, but I have fire mages, so there's that, and then a water mage for that. But thanks to mods, I just know they're there. So that was a victory. Also, one of the nice things about winter and cold is places that are sufficiently cold, the rivers freeze. Which means while it's winter, you can see the lighter, palish shade on that crossing. That means the river is frozen and my army can march across. So, actually, no, let's go ahead and deal with the deer tribe. Bowl of the Lost. Death Mage Manager to summon a Bane. Oh, that would be nice if I had, you know, Death Mages. But I don't, so that's a non-issue. I would like it, but no. It's not for this faction. So yeah, research is one of those things where it ramps up over time as long as you're doing stuff. Yep, and so there's that. So when they said the interrogated, that typically means in the next couple of turns you're going to get this. A barbarian horde is attacked and pillaged. Population died. That's unfortunate, but large group of people started to worship a false pretender. Yeah, this is why you typically don't take Misfortune 3. Kind of mitigated, because again, in my province I care about, I have a bunch of these Earth Raiders, because they're efficient researchers for their cost. And so I can just, and so they'll prevent bad events from happening in Agartha proper, with my high population, high income, high resources, recruitment points. And so Agartha will be fine. Everything else is going to be chaos, but yeah, let's go ahead and watch the battle. I don't expect anything from my priest, Zuh, because frankly, yeah, there's mine. One shows up as province defense, because if you don't have a fort, part of the province defense is your troops, part of it is the independence. Slings not the best thing to have here, because they don't do a lot of damage typically, and barbarians go berserk, which gives them stats once they've been hurt. Yeah, so they're just spamming tangle lines, because I have research in nature blood. Not that blood is an issue because like every blood spell requires that they have blood slaves on them, which by the way does not. And there's some splash friendly, so that is one thing you need to watch out for with mages. And archers. Is that if they fire into a melee, they will hit your troops too. Which is unfortunate, but yeah, I probably should have gone over that as well. Like, in addition to the item slots, there's also space for magic gems. Because some spells, particularly basically every single combat blood magic spell, required, and, you know, quite a few, like things like Conjuration. You can summon lesser fire elementals with a fire gem, lesser earth elementals with an earth gem. So essentially what I could be doing with him, I might actually build a lab over where he is, just to... This actually wouldn't be a bad place for another fort as well, actually. You know what? Let's just do it that way, because I don't want a... Will this work out? This is closer. This is fine. This is fine. This would not be a bad place for another fort, actually. I'll just recruit a neutral commander there to do that. Because I've already got my stuff squared over there, which is the important thing. And off we go. Both these have some enormous strength, which gives him an extra +2 strength, which is oh so very useful for a mage. Lightning reflexes, increased defense skill, so his defense skill is actually quite high. So I might be able to thug with him, or just make him a super distraction, but yeah. No real need to do so. Alright, that's gonna do it for this turn. Wise Spring Grove. Another where we just massacred them. Which is good. Black Plate Infantries are doing work, which is good but concerning. There's here Alfred's Brave Deeds and Heroic Toughness. Good. Blood Marble Mausoleum. Produces 2 death gems and a level 3 blood mage may enter to summon vampires. Normally you can tell, sometimes there's weird things like that, like this would be discovered by a blood mage as well, which is a good way to break into death. The reason being it gives you death gems just by being a blood site is Curse of Blood. Summons vampire lords, requires 99 blood slaves, and is technically a blood spell. Vampires fall under the blood category as a result. Yeah, I haven't taken any misfortune. Otherwise, I probably would have had a very hit here. Yeah, since I'm all money is not a concern for me. Deer Trap Shaman. Some chance to have air as well as his nature. That's the thing is, nature is the easiest path to find independence of, so it's really like the least crucial that you have. Yep, so yeah, Wolf Tribe has a 10% chance for death, which is nice, because death has nice things. Not even kidding about that. But here we are. So yeah, we'll do that and send them here to just take care of that. Now, am going to do that. Again, this is turn 10. I have 4 provinces. This is slow expansion. Now, proper measures were taken to halt it. So yeah, that was there would have been a bad event in the next year or in the next turn or 2, but they said no. Okay, this went much better than I expected. I only lost 1 neutral heavy infantry. That's fine. That's well within acceptable losses. Okay, that's going to be the real test of this army. Oh, hey, a smolder stone. Finally, more fire gems. Yeah, one of these calm helms prevented it. Whatever the unfortunate event was going to be. So yeah, now that that's set up, he's going to go ahead and build the palisade. It's a bit unfortunate, but it'll be fine. The reason I'm not building one here is because this is already here, and I might as well just take advantage of it, honestly. Okay, next turn I'm going to start training wet ones, because my goal is going to be when this guy comes through, though it will take 2 turns, to have him grab the shade, the shard whites, and lead an army into the sea. Because the goal is going to be to eventually take that. Conjuration force, enough. So this will still took a lot of casualties on this one. Mostly from, yep, elephants killed all of the things that I lost. But, yeah, because elephants have trample. And we're going to see a really good example of what trample is in a hot second. So yeah, I did have, fortunately, them target, but elephants have a lot of hit points. 64. Plus trample plus everything. So, like, I did 3 damage with multiple crossbow bolts. Elephants are not something to deal with because you'll notice they just don't care. My units are just gone. Now, the pikes, this is actually one of the situations the pikes are actually useful for me. And I am successfully killing them. They're just beating the shit out of the list. Like, they just chunked my boys. Yep, so yeah, the elephants round. Unfortunately, they're not online, which is a great pity. Wow. And that's the nice thing about Elm crossbows are heavily armored. So, unlike most archers, it is not game over the second they engage in melee. But yeah, if that elephant routed with troops there, if any of these troops were in the way, it's one of the drawbacks of elephants. When they rout, they will trample your own troops too when they're routing. But yeah, as you'll notice, it just chunked. My line is basically gone. It is one of the few good trample units are one of the few good counters to Ulm's damn near invincible protection 23 troops. Mage happened to mistake Warlock's finisher. Tim, the Titan of the Forge, was wounded. Great. That's fine, apparently. He's just got his limp still. So, I guess the affliction resistance just ignored it. Cool. Now that I'm at construction 4, I have access to greater magic items. Wand of Wildfire, which casts Fireball as a bound spell option. The Flambeau, which is a giant flaming two-handed sword, gives some fire resistance, and is 3 times damage against undead and demons. Just Man's Cross is basically that in crossbow form. And it'll also magic item. But yeah, so again, each 2 gives access to a new tier. Girls of Might are nice, just around the board nice. Because strength is good for your melee, heroes, commanders. I'll say heroes because I'm used to that terminology from other games, but commanders who are combat will get strength +3, so they'll hit harder. Mages will enjoy this reinvigoration through that. Again, remember, reinvigoration reduces fatigue. So it's a good time. Again, nothing too great until we hit 6. And even then, it's great for mages, not necessarily for... Actually, I think I can forge one of the important things now. Yes, I can. So one of the important items for mages is this Earth Boots. Any level 2 Earth Mage can forge this. And any Earth Mage wearing this is an extra level up. This is another one of those boosters I was talking about, like the Skull Staff back in episode 1. In part of that deluge of information. So I hit, and apparently they're one size fits all. I don't ask questions, it's magic, I ain't gotta explain shit. So this is actually going to tank my research a bit, because my god is a big, meaty researcher. That's 26 research points gone, but I have a lot of boys now. I'm not too worried about it. Only a maze here. Wow. We need to start sending you home. Normally I wouldn't care, but your entire front line basically disintegrated. So, come home, get some troops. Stop, get some help. Yeah, I should be actually taking the time to get another actual commander. Even if it's... I should be getting another commander of home to lead troops, more expansion parties. The goal is trying to expand with as few units in party as possible, so you can have as many parties as possible. I'm not good at that, and so we took Neefel. Major events. That's another thing. Fortunes, in 3 months there's going to be an arena deathmatch. And so since Neefel was a fort, the entire Garrett army that we saw that was in Neefel is behind the walls. Yeah, we met no resistance, 7 men, destroying the fort, walls in the fort. Walls are moderately damaged and more time is needed. So basically that means we have enough points of siege strength to be doing damage to the walls. Supply is a bit different when you're under siege, so like right now, like there's supplies and supply usage. Supply is just what the world has. That's 463 are available every turn. So like here, supply is 1016. It's gonna stay 1016. It's not like, oh, somebody came in and ate a supply, now it's 1015. It's gonna stay there until either the population increases, in which case it'll go up, or decreases, in which case it'll go down. When you're under siege, it turns into a fixed. That's it. So yeah, there's this ice brick tower, 2 water gems, and let's recruit a mage of winter who is old, which is a bit of a bummer. Has strength in the winter, which gives him extra health in the winter, and he's a 2 water, 1 death mage. So he could be used. And this lake is actually very fortified for a lake. I don't want to take this lake. This lake looks like a pain in the ass. So yeah, it is time. Yeah, these guys are super cheap except for recruitment points, so I can essentially just shell out a ton, which is good. Because they're not good. Like, honestly, the Shard Whites are going to be the crack troops of that operation trying to take that place. Like, I don't even want to think about that. That's not going to happen. I send an army there, I'm getting bounced. They're just going to flick me back out of there. I kind of want two, because I do kind of want another one. Because any commander I send out needs to be able to bless these boys. Actually, are these safe? No, they're not. Okay. So there will be no sacreds in the underwater army, which is unfortunate, but such is life. I do want to get construction up to at least level 4. Alright, host. That's just... So apparently there is a Titan of the Forge somewhere. Probably on one of these thrones. Might be Throne of War. Unless that was just, yeah, because see, Tim doesn't have it, so there is a Titan of the Forge somewhere. Again, probably guarding one of the thrones. Dark Rites, the Unfound Door, Enchanted Tower. That's not a bad place. Okay, so last turn we had Tim forge these Earth Boots. So right now he's 6'6". If I have him equipped it, he is now 6'7". At his level, this is that's basically overkill, but it costs me 3 gems to forge. There is no reason not to have a bunch. 2, actually, because these people have forge bonuses. So there's no reason for me not to crank out a bunch of them and just give them to my researchers. So this is a small research cut for now, but it'll pay for itself in a bit. Now, I don't currently have any astral mages. I'm getting some astral gems finally from that maze, but I don't currently have any astral mages, unfortunately. None of that has procced. Every single one so far has been 2 earth. Oh right, these guys don't have a random. It's only Master Smiths. So we'll go ahead and spam a few Master Smiths out. The reason I go pre-Smiths is because it's capital. It's more or less same magic paths, except the like 38 less gold a year upkeep for Mage Smiths, which yeah. Earth Gems, Cast Awakened Shard Whites again. Back to research. Because we're starting to research enchantment now. So we finished Conjuration level 4. So actually, yeah, it can only be cast in caves and needs water gems, which I have. Yes, I do. But there are no caves. You'd know if there were caves, trust me. There are no caves in this map. Actually, what I can do now, and what I'm going to do, is send you over there, which is going to hurt my research a bit, but it's fine. There's a plan. And yeah, since they're destroying the walls, we're not going to do anything. Yeah. Alright. for the sake of evenness. And now, they might be able to do this. We'll see. It won't surprise me if they fail, it won't surprise me if they succeed. It could go either way, honestly. Because the unit-wise, I should have this. I have 100 units, I have 100 good units against regs. And only the heavy cavalries are a threat of the 3 types. That being said, it's a throne. There is a good chance that, oh well, that'll help. Taking all that will give me access to a bunch of astral gems, which means worst case scenario, I can just empower my god in astral. And trust me, that is very tempting for my god. We'll get into why in a bit, but for now, yeah, so as you can see, another Path of Earth gave him an extra 2 research. And now, in addition to making him, you know, a level 3 Earth mage. It's good stuff. Yeah, the reason he's old at 49 because more paths in fire shorten the age before you're considered old. I mean, granted, like for gods and stuff, Odar. But for humans, that can actually be a thing. So we're going to try and take that. It's an area. Unfortunately, as well as just feeling damage, but more time is needed. So yeah, the siege continues. Alright, I still have the garrison there, so I'm not too worried. We'll go ahead and have you start setting up the temple and lab there. Lost my dominion at some point. Oh, that's a pity. Let's go ahead and finish this, because I remember I ran out of gold. That's the problem. I could go shard guardians, honestly. Except nope, that's not my divine. That is, but the bronze cap is not. The bronze cap and buckler. But some chest armor is still. Still too much. More than I am willing to work with. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this turn. Not a lot happened there. Battle afflictions cured. Oh, and that was hovering over it, so we won. Yeah, because there's there's that death match that the guys saw coming. That will take place in the astral plane. I want to really see a powerful magical artifact. If you have someone who's immortal, it's not a bad idea. Anyway, no, I got rid of all that. Okay, where's Mr. Competes? You. I'm not at proper evocation yet. Shit. Bless yourself. Try channeling divine fire. Protection of the smithy. 404. Stop responding. You know what? Fuck it. Just attack at that point. We'll see if that works out for me. It probably won't. Anyway. Great. What was their leadership? Wow. Nothing of value. I was expecting that to be a lot worse. How did the priest get 60 kills? You're gonna need to explain this one to me What? What? They just all died. For no reason. What? And the priest did it, apparently. What? Hey. Track mercenaries, yes. Now there's a bunch of them around, but the only ones I might take is Malcorca's Green Men, and even then, it's a 50-50 if they can take that lake. That said, I'm not really concerned with the lake. My goal needs to be to get in the ocean. So for now, I will head this way. I'm still very perplexed on what happened there. But a victory is a victory, I guess. So now I'm going to send my god over here to claim the throne. Because that's what you need to do before you get the throne, of course. And I'm going to make absolutely certain that it's protected so my god doesn't just randomly get murked. Oh yeah, that's the nice thing about this place, is the garrison you can recruit from here, so war elephants. I could recruit some myself. Again, there are plenty of problems with war elephants. If they rout, and they route back through your lines, you lose your lines. Plain and simple. That is just what happens. So that is unfortunate. I'm still very confused as to what happened to this throw. I still got nothing. Yeah, so that's one of the things that can happen. Okay, so Snowford's gonna see some crap. False prophets can show up in territory. Okay, so they just dealt with that. And oh great. Well, at least the fort's done. So yeah, now, despite the fact that I built a palisade there, now I can upgrade it to a fortress. Because I still only have one commander point, but now I have access to all of this. Which is nice. So like you'll notice, like right now, I don't have a lab, so I can't get earth readers or golem crafters. Those require both, which is interesting because that means I don't have any straight mages. Which makes sense, but right now I have access to like Pale One Captains, Iron Troglodyte Trainers, which are absurd. Because Beastmaster increase morale, animals have +2 when commanded by them, and Taskmaster +2. So it's effectively a +3 when commanding animals, which Troglodytes are. So that bumps their morale up to 15, which is absurdly good morale. That said, kinda don't care, because I can only get 6 Troglodytes a turn anyway. Like, it's definitely something, because they are size 4 with trample, but hardly enough to recommend them. Just again, gonna keep spamming those because they're going to be the meat shields for the underwater expedition. Now, I could cast Attentive Statue. I am gonna go ahead and just wait though. At 5 I can construction is just useful across the board. With him, I can show why, since he has one in every path, at least, he can see every forgeable item that his faction can make. Which is very useful for demonstrating why you want certain cross paths. So, like, that's why I have a rainbow in every one of these I do. Is just so I can see, okay, what could be useful? What do I need to do this item? This item looks interesting. What do I need for it? Rainbows are great for that. But yeah, this has been a 36-minute episode, so I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.